Man, that's a big house, 3,500 square feet. It is the largest floor plan offered by Dream Finders here in Brook Forest, which is an amazing neighborhood. It's gated, it's got exclusive amenities, and it's in Silverleaf. We're gonna be looking at all the options that might work for you. I've got 1 story, I've got 2 story, under 2,500 square feet, bigger than 2,500 square feet. I've got 3 car options, ones that are ready now, in the future, and we might even take a look at some lots. And oh my goodness, there is an amazing Vilano with a 2-story balcony that overlooks water to preserve. I can't believe it hasn't sold yet, but we're gonna start with the Driftwood, and I'll tell you why in just a second. That is the Driftwood that I'm gonna show you in just a second. It's about 2,400 square feet, 4-bed, 2.5 bath, plus a loft, 2-car garage. We are standing right out in front of the models. This is the very popular Vilano. I'm gonna show you one later that is ready, that is for sale. I'm stoked for whoever gets that house. This is the Wellington model that we will look at the very end, okay? Get an idea of where we're at and what we're dealing with. Over here, we have villas. I've done a complete video on the villas. We're looking at the entrance to the community. Just over there is where the gates will be. Here, as you come in on the left, you've got the townhome section. And take a look at this, coming soon. This is important. We've got exclusive amenities that are right here, and it does include a fitness center. I highlight that because if you've looked in Silverleaf, there's only 2 or 3 amenity centers that do have a fitness center, so you won't have to leave your neighborhood to get your workout on. So we're gonna head right over here and take a look at this one. Now, obviously in real estate, there's pros and cons to everything, right? So you're thinking right now, here's the pros. You are super close to the amenity center. You can't get any closer, right? So if you do have kids or you're gonna be using that amenity center a lot, my goodness, can't get more convenient than that. That would be perfect for my family, for example. But I also know some people are gonna say, heck no, JP, no problem. Hang in with me, I got lots of options for you. But you will be able to put a fence up here. So as we get to the lot, let's take a look at it. You're gonna be able to have a privacy fence right here. And since this is on water, you can't have privacy, but you can have one of those wrought iron metal fences. All right, so let's take a look. This is the Driftwood, 2,400 square feet. Keep in mind, this one is available now, for sale now. I'll give you the price on it. We're gonna take a look at it. But keep in mind that this floor plan has a lot of flexibility, okay? Just letting you see that your neighbors over here, elevation is always gonna change. You might see the same floor plan next to each other. There's some very popular ones that you'll see repeated, but the elevations, there's about 3 to 6 to choose from on every house. Okay, again, your amenity center is gonna be right here. That's either super convenient or you're like, hey, I don't wanna deal with that noise. As we come up, we see a 2-car garage. We see a nice little front patio. This is a real pretty color. Again, I'm gonna highlight some of the finishes on this one because this one is for sale. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,400 square feet. Okay, I'm gonna switch to a little bit wider angle here for you. Here's the first thing you need to know about the flexibility on this one. Here we have an open dining room to the left, and we have a bedroom. But this can serve as a bedroom or a study, like if you wanted to build this one in the future. They can close in that dining room so it can be like actually a flex space, or you could have that as a study as well. All right, this one is set up, again, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. So this is your bedroom right off the front. We've got carpet on the floor, and you have a step-in closet. Let's see if it's got any depth to it, or if it's, yeah, not bad, all right? A little bit of depth to that, let me show you. Okay. Kind of like a step-in, right? We've got luxury vinyl plank, kind of like a light brown, light burlap color. On the walls, you have orange peel, and on the ceiling, you've got drop down. We've got a full bath here right off the front, right? Perfect for this bedroom on the primary floor, which, you know, that might be helpful for multi-generational living situations. Okay, we're coming in here. This is your dining area. If you want to build this one, yeah, you could put a partition or you could turn that into a study if you wanted to. So we got a good bit of light here coming in. You've got the triple stack slider, and check out all the windows that are in this main living area. Okay, well, what do we have here? A little bit of, this is a coat closet. Nice, and you can see that wraps around. Nice that they maximized every ounce of the storage space. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the kitchen. This is pretty typical, okay? This is what the colors are gonna change on the center island. This is a burlap, but I think pretty much most of the kitchens are white. There are 10 packages that you can choose from. They do not allow a lot of customization on these homes, but if you're getting a spec home that's a ways out, you might be able to pick and choose your options package, okay? But it's pretty typical to have the white perimeter cabinets, and the island is gonna be the same color as the master cabinets. We've got Whirlpool appliances here. Obviously we're missing the fridge, washer and dryer. Always know what is included with the house and not, and potentially when you use a good agent like myself, we can get that included for you at no cost. Nice big island here. This is 2 centimeters of quartz, and you've got formal dining on this one, and you have sort of casual dining over here, and they can also sit up at the bar and check out the recessed lights. All your living space, the bedrooms and the living room and the lanai will be wired for a fan, so you could put a fan on an individual switch. We've got our pantry back here, just behind the kitchen. This is kind of cool because you could customize this for a nice drop zone or maybe have some more cabinets for your kitchen. Let's take a quick look at the garage. Okay, it's 2-car on this one. Irrigation system is included, that's programmable. And you do have a water softener loop. Pretty important in Florida, we do have hard water, so make sure you research that. Know how much a water softener is going to cost you and what the maintenance fees for taking care of that equipment are. Okay, let's take a quick look outside on this one. Again, because this one is for sale, just want to highlight that. And hey, if you hate this, no problem. Just skip ahead. We got some awesome stuff coming for you. So you will be able to put a privacy fence up between you and the amenity center, but you're going to hear some noise. But back here, at least, you have some really nice views on the water, and we'll see that upstairs from the master suite as well. All right, so let's head upstairs. And then we will talk about the price. See all that material out there? My nice visual aids, gonna talk about the prices, gonna kind of compare and contrast this to another floor plan, a little bit smaller, a little bit more affordable that might work for you as well. I really try to put myself in your shoes. That's why I am very thorough, because I like to have all the answers for my clients. We come right up here to a loft. You should know this can also be optioned out to a bedroom. So if you like the plan, but you want more bedroom space, less common area in the future, just know that you can do that. This floor plan can actually have 5 bedrooms. So we're coming in here. This bedroom and the loft are gonna have views of that amenity center. Might be kind of entertaining, right? Let's think about it in a positive light. Love these little windows here. And we got a step-in closet. Full bath. Again, this matches the center cabinet down there on the island. Window in there as well. This one I think has got a little bit bigger. I do put the dimensions on all my videos so you'll know the size of the rooms, but they don't often give me the size of the closet. But you got a little walk-in here, and it also kind of wraps around. You can kind of see what that looks like there. All right, let's head to the other side. Sort of like a split floor plan here. Okay, laundry upstairs, right? That's great. Remember, on this one you have 1 bedroom downstairs, so only one person's got to move laundry up and down. Not that big of a deal, but you've got your laundry upstairs where most of the bedrooms are. Or you could turn that downstairs into a study and a dining room. Have all your bedrooms upstairs, whatever fits your need. This is a nice, spacious master, and I like this because even though the amenity center is right there, you're not staring at it from your master suite. That's a nice looking pond, and I'm sure they'll clean it up as construction moves ahead. Here is your bathroom. We've got dual vanities. That is standard in every master. You've got your walk-in shower, nice frameless glass door, beautiful window bringing light through. Just know that in a lot of these plans, there is an option to include a garden tub. Obviously, that you'll probably take out your linen closet, right, to do that. So have linen here, closed-in WC, and nice size on this closet. This is standard wire framing. All right, let's go down and take a look at the price, right? Price is important. Super, super important. Most of these prices have been cut, okay? So incentives have already been built in. I've made sure to check on that for you. I'll tell you the price on these, kind of compare them for you. All right, so this is our first house, okay? Now, on here it says 3, 2.5 dining study loft. This one, they have converted that study to the 4th bedroom. So 4, 2.5, and the dining is an open dining, okay? Just so we're clear. But I mentioned to you that this can be optioned up to 5 bedrooms and you will still have a flex space downstairs. 2423 square feet, 2-story, 2-car garage. This one right now is for sale at $579,990. I think it was $593 and they just cut the price. Now, if you're interested in building this in the future, know that it starts at $502,990, but that's before they add options, okay? A gourmet kitchen, for example, will run you about $10K, just so you know. And you're gonna have a lot premium, right, on that as well. So just keep that in mind. Build time, I think they're saying, is about 6 to 8 months. I think we have the floor plan pretty down pat. Here's where a lot of your flexibility comes from, right here. These can really be flip-flopped. So study or bedroom, dining or study. And then upstairs, your flexibility comes right here. You've got a loft or another bedroom, okay? Now, how about something a little bit smaller? I can't tour this for you, but the Stockton 2 is very, very popular, okay? It's on a 40-foot lot. So it's a little bit narrower house. On this one, we've got 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, plus a loft, 2,200 square feet. So we're downsizing about 200 square feet from this last one. This one does have a 3-car option. All right, you need 3 cars, you can do it. It starts at $431,990. Again, doesn't include the lot premium, doesn't include any options. And there's none available right now, and the reason is because they're pretty popular. So I did look at the recent sale for you, just so you can see one recent sale, $479K. Let's take a quick look at that, right? It is a little bit more narrow home, so you can see here that we've got 16-foot width in the main living area. All right, and let's see, primary bedroom downstairs. That's super important to a lot of people. So if you want the primary room downstairs, the Stockton 2 is a great option for you. Upstairs is pretty similar to this one. You have a loft and you've got 3 bedrooms. Now, not to overwhelm you, but comparing the Stockton 2 to the Liberty, which is a villa. I did a whole video on all the villas here, and I just want you to think about this price-wise, okay? It's the same layout, same exact layout, basically the same square footage. It cannot have a 3-car garage. That's the only difference, but it has the master on the primary suite. And this one is $414. So $414 compared to $479. Why is that? Because the villas share one wall. Okay, it's like an end unit of a townhome. All right, check out that video if that interests you. We are heading to take a look at this gorgeous Vilano that I kind of hinted at the beginning. second story balcony, overlooks water to preserve. It is absolutely gorgeous. The Vilano is an amazing floor plan. It's extremely popular. Before we head over there, I want to ask you a question. Are you finding this video helpful to you? If so, would you please like that? That helps other people find this video, because look, the truth is that a lot of people are using these videos to help them. That's great, that's the intention. They may not use me as a realtor, but my goal is to find people who are looking for a realtor to help them. There is literally no reason that I have a realtor on a new construction deal. Number one, we get paid by the builder. And number two, I myself like to incentivize you in another way. I'm happy to provide your new home inspection for free. It's like $500 to $700 value. The inspection process is extremely important to me. I take care of that for all my new construction clients. Okay, we're going to take a look at the Vilano, which is the last second story option under 2,500 square feet. So we're gonna head that way right now. I normally take about 5 to 10 minutes in my office and go over this amazing location of Silverleaf and tell you about how convenient it is and what all is being built there. But since I've done that 2 different times now, once for the townhome section and once for the villa, here is this home we just left, I'll save that for that. But on the drive down, I'll tell you a couple things about this community. About 650 homes here. No, I'm sorry, about 1,000 homes here, 659 single family homes. You can see that there are many lots to choose from. So if you've been thinking about it, continue to think about it. Reach out to me. I don't mind at all. I like helping people. So you think it might be far out, but let me give you some advice. Let me help you narrow down where you might want to look, because it might not be this community, it might not be Silverleaf. It may not be new construction at all. I can also help you with resale as well. I also have my mortgage license, so I can help you get a mortgage. But we're heading down here. There are some amazing lots right here that back up to water to preserve, and that's where we're going. This whole string of houses right here are Vilanos, and I'm gonna take you to one that is literally the home of the week. Okay, and you'll see why. I think it's even got, yeah, it's even got solar panels up there, if you can see that. Wanna highlight this over here. So, as amazing as these lots are, it's the same concept here. We've got water back here, and these are all 50-foot lots that are gonna look at that water and preserve. In other words, there's great opportunity to build some of these floor plans I'm discussing with you in a really, really prime location. Most lots here in Brook Forest either back up to pond or trees. There's not a ton of interior lots, which is great, but there's only a few of these, what I would say, super premium lots that people really like. That's water to preserve. So that's what I think makes this Vilano so special. So we're pulling up to it now. You can see that this street is pretty well developed. All right, so not a whole lot of new construction going on in this one. I am so excited to show you this house. I want this house, but if I can't have it, I at least want to sell it. Okay, this is 2,500 square feet, the Vilano. And just so you know, it's the last one under 2,500 square feet that we're gonna look at. That's 2-story. After this, I'm gonna show you a couple 1-story options as promised, and then at the end, we're gonna wrap up with the big boys, the Wellington and the Rosewood. So without further ado, let's get a good look at this Vilano. You have a nice dark blue and it's kind of like a lightish gray there. 2-car garage. This does come as a 3-car option. You've got the nice double door front. This is an upgrade, and a front porch here as well. Sit out and greet your neighbors. Let's go ahead and take a look at the side yard. The grass, do not adjust your television sets. That is the real color of the grass. It's really pretty and green right now. And you got about 11 feet between the houses. Okay, you can see right down the middle there is the cutoff. So you could put a fence there. Since we're checking out this side, that is a tankless water heater. Okay, it's a natural gas community. As a little sneak peek, it's so pretty. It really is pretty. It really, really, really is pretty. I've seen a lot of new construction. I know what I'm talking about. you know, just in terms of what we're comparing it to, because you might be like, come on, JP, you should see my backyard. And I'd love to, send me a picture, but you got a 2-story entry right here as you come in. So under the stairs, we've got nice storage space already. Okay. Yeah, love that. And before we get into the main living space, let's go ahead and see what we got here. We got the garage entry and another bedroom. So it's not an ensuite, but you have a full bath here, which does make it, you know, possible for multi-gen. That is very popular right now as costs are expensive, you know, things are high. So people are trying to figure out how they can move in, adult children move in with parents, or elderly parents move in with parents, consolidate. So again, 3 cars is possible. You've got your irrigation. You've got your space for the water softener around the corner. Okay, the attic entry is not here because it's 2-story. All right, let's check out this living space. Again, all of these open floor plans have a lot of light coming in, mostly because of that triple stack slider, which is nice. I want to let you know, if you do want to build one, they can do the hiding door as an option, which would allow you to screen in your patio. And you know, in the fall and the winter when it cools down, you've got the screen to keep bugs from coming in, and then you would push that all the way so you wouldn't even see it. You wouldn't even see those doors, and would kind of create a seamless environment. I would personally love that as well. I love winters in Florida because it's one of the times you can get out there and enjoy, you know, a fire without the bugs. This is also my one of my favorite floor plans, and here's why. I'll tell you, because I personally like this layout where the sink is across from the great room, the living room, not the dining. I like having a casual dining off to the right, because, you know, a lot of people cooking, working in the kitchen, they kind of want to see what's going on the TV, so you have that layout is perfect for that. All right, let's take a quick look at the island. Again, 2-centimeter quartz countertop. You've got the undermount stainless steel sink, disposal, dishwasher. These are Whirlpool. This is a gourmet kitchen. That's going to cost you about $10K. If you listen to this video, you're going to say, JP, you repeat a whole lot of stuff, but I have to because I know people are jumping around in the video. So trying to meet everybody's needs here. At least $10K. So this is an upgraded gourmet kitchen. You've got 5 burners on this gas stovetop. And remember, the thing about a gourmet kitchen is you're almost always going to lose counter space. So if counter space is important to you and you don't want a double oven stack, counter space is at a premium for you, then you probably don't want a gourmet kitchen. Because unless there's a 3rd wall to put that on, which, by the way, the Stockton 2 has a 3rd wall. That's another reason why that floor plan is so popular. It's got that 3rd wall, the kitchen, less light comes in, but they put the double stack on the side. So you've got a gourmet kitchen and you don't actually lose any counter space. So on here, okay, that is vented out. That's great. It's not always vented out in every home, so make sure you know about that. I know that's important to people. And you have a nice corner pantry here. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at how beautiful this is. Just kind of take it all in. I would love to have this view sitting out, morning coffee, afternoon coffee, evening coffee. That would be a decaf, or maybe not. Let's get crazy with it. I'll be quiet for a second. You'll probably hear a little bit of the AC. Sounds like they need to tighten that cage so it's not rattling, but other than that, it's pretty quiet back here. Come on, that's pretty. Come get it. Come buy this house. Oh, since I can see it out there, you see bay windows right there. Bay windows is an option on this house as well if you'd like to build. That one's got a second story patio, as is this one, but this is the only one available right now with the second story patio. You can see this one here is a Vilano, doesn't have it. That one does. And obviously they put it there because of that amazing view. All right, let's get upstairs. Then we're gonna talk about pricing. And then we're gonna shift gears to look at 1-story. Pretty grand entryway. That's nice. Good bit of light coming in. Double doors, remember, is an upgrade. I mentioned we've got carpet in the bedrooms. This is luxury vinyl plank. There are several options to choose from, several packages if your home is not already spec'd out. 90% of the homes here are spec'd out, but they also offer tile options. It's either a 17 or an 18-inch square ceramic tile. So we come on up and we've got a nice big loft right here in the center. You've got recessed lights. Now, I don't think, I have to double check if this is pre-wired for a fan. I know bedrooms are, and I know the main living space, but I don't know if the loft is. We've got laundry up here where almost every bedroom is. Remember, you got one bedroom downstairs. I'm gonna save the master and that amazing view from the balcony for last. Got a Lennox AC unit. Got a full bath here. This is partitioned. That's also an option. Nice window in here. And you've got your other bedrooms back here. Let's see. We've got an accordion style step in. This might have a walk-in, I'm not sure. Okay, same thing. No walk-in up there. Oh man, let's check out. This is what I've been looking forward to, just showing you guys this. Just imagine this is your bedroom. You wake up in the morning, put out some a table out here, grab some coffee, and come on out here and enjoy the beautiful views. If I can get this door unlocked. Check this out. We are looking at pond to preserve, and if you look at Brook Forest on the map, you are gonna see trees all the way around. Now, there is a major highway system. You can get that details on my other video where I really dive in deep to this location. There is a major highway that is coming in, bordering this neighborhood, but it is only going to affect a small section of the townhomes. It's really far away from these homes over here. Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn the lights on up here. Dual vanities. You also have the space to sit down. You've got light coming in. This one, you've got the tub. There are options. If you don't want a tub, you can build one without it. Closed in WC and nice size closet in here. Oh, for real? Okay. You can kind of get the idea there. I love how many windows are in here. So you've got this long one here across the tub. You've got this one in the middle. This light is very important to me. All right, let's take a look at the price on this bad boy and talk about other Vilanos that are available right now. It is on a 40-foot lot, and get this, it is the only house that is available on the 40-foot lot. That's how popular it is. You know, a lot of people want this, and so they're just meeting demand. So there are 5 available right this very minute. Okay, so 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, one of the bed and bath is downstairs, and you got that loft upstairs, 2,500 square feet, 2-story, 2-car. This one is 2-car, comes with a 3-car option. This home right here with the preserve to water views is $579,990. Please buy this home and let me know. If you buy it with somebody else, that's fine. Just let me know. I want to know who gets it. Lucky you. Again, you want to build this, just know that this doesn't include the premium and doesn't include the options, but you're starting at $485,990. And here is our inventory list. So you can see that you have different elevations, E, F, G, E, F, very descriptive there. And they range in price from $561 all the way up to $585. Right? This one isn't even the most expensive. I'm sorry, $589 down there. And I want to highlight that because that is a 3-car garage. I highlight that because it is the only spec home right now available with a 3-car garage. So if a 3-car is important to you and you want the Vilano, come get this one. Is ready in October or November for just about $590. Now, know that if it doesn't sell, if it doesn't sell, all these prices will come down. Okay, they're ready now. They want to move those homes, so the price will be coming down. This is the cheapest one, $561. I like how they say corner lot. Yes, it is a corner lot, but it also backs up to other houses. That's why it's more affordable. There's a few different things that make a house affordable or more expensive. The options in the house, the elevation, whether it has a standard elevation or a higher level elevation, and then the lot premium. Okay, we're gonna head over to take a look at 1-story options. Back in the car, we are going to head to the Stonehurst 1. That is a 1-story house I'd like you to take a look at with me. Now, again, here are these lots coming up on the right. These are all 50-foot lots that are gonna have that same view, right? Water to preserve. And we're gonna also see some really deep lots up here on the right as they kind of cut away some of these trees. There's some very, very deep lots. So you'll have a ton of room for a pool and still have a yard if that interests you. And that's not always normal, right? Look how shallow this little section is, right? Because the trees come out to a point, right? So it's not available on every lot, but that's another reason to get a hold of me, and we'll go ahead and find that premium lot for you and try to negotiate a good price on it and get you building, get you moved in here 6 or 8 months. Now, I know that there is a lot of construction out here, and you might think, gosh, JP, I don't know if I want to be around all of that. Well, I understand that, but just remember, like I said, everything has its pros and cons. So getting in early, you're going to get a better price on the neighborhood because it's not as developed, whereas later, they're going to charge you a premium to get in here when everything's almost all built and sold out. If you've never bought new construction before, there's a couple things you want to keep in mind. The site agent is going to know these houses better than anybody, but just remember that they do work for the builder, okay? They work for the seller, all right? That's another reason why you want to have a realtor who works 100% for you and takes nobody else into consideration. Is that my guy? Nope, that's the Camden. Mentioning the Camden, there are other floor plans available. This is gonna be a long video. I didn't want to show you all of them. I'm just highlighting the ones that I think are the best and the most important. There are only 2 1-story floor plans by Dream Finders here. One is on a 40-foot lot. That's the Avondale. We will discuss that. There's not one to look at. And this is the Stonehurst 1. This is on a 50-foot lot. The 1-story options, only 2 of them, can only be 2-car. There's no 3-car options. Even though this one is not completely done, right? It's under construction, not as pretty as the other homes. I thought it would be worth showing you because it is the only 1-story option. And it's a pretty big one, and it's got 2 en-suites, which really opens up the possibilities for you. So it's about 2,300 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath. Let me turn you around. This one is for sale. We will discuss the price on this one and discuss the Avondale, which is your single-story option on a 40-foot lot, and talk about the difference there. The Avondale is kind of your entry-level single-family home. So got coat closet right off the front. That's very well located, and you've got a 2-1 here. So obviously it's not finished, really dirty. Sorry about that, but just bear with me just to show you this layout. So we got the 2-1 off the front, coat closet and linens. So makes sense, pretty logical floor plan. Off to the left here, got a large laundry room, your 2-car garage entry, and I think this is what really sells this plan, is this ensuite. All right, so 2 en-suites. Multi-gen living situation, or somebody who just is looking for a little bit more privacy, they've got it, okay? What we got here? Okay, AC. Let's take a look at this open floor plan. You're gonna have dining, great room, opposite the kitchen. That is a very large island. Again, I think all the spec homes are spec'd out as a gourmet kitchen, right? You can tell by the hood. When it's vented out, it's a gourmet kitchen, and they're gonna put the double stack there. You've got the corner pantry. Let's check out how big that is. Again, this one is available. It will be finished. I can't remember when, but I got on my paper. Let's check out the back view here. Okay, so you got water, but then you do have another house out there on the other side of the water, okay? Pretty open section on this one, so if you did want this, it's gonna be quiet for a while, and then it's gonna be noisy, right? Because they're coming down the street. All right, let's take a look at the master. Real quick like, and then we'll get to the pricing. What we got right off the front? Oh, his and hers? Yeah, I forgot about this. That's great, because we haven't seen this yet. So if you want separate closets, this has them. Again, you might be able to put bay windows. I'm not sure if that's an option on here. Usually you can put bay windows on the master and maybe extend the lanai. Those are pretty typical options, as well as adding a bath if it doesn't already have it. This one does. Whoa, lots of counter space there. Big tub. Linens behind the, oh, okay. Full of surprises. I was thinking kind of something shallow, but it's nice size, and then that's gonna be for your bathroom. Okay, Stonehurst 1, guys. Now, Stonehurst 1 was full of surprises, and I got one more for you. Let's take a look at the price. All right. On a 50-foot lot, it's the only one-story option. 4.3, almost 2,300 square feet, one story, 2-car, does not have a 3-car option. This one right here is available July to August. It's already been reduced. I don't know what it was reduced from, but it's now $549,990. The plan starts at $492,990. That's without options and without a lot premium. If you like the Stonehurst 1, you might be interested, if you're okay with the 2-story, in the Stonehurst 2. When you see the 2 or bonus, know that that means there's an upstairs bonus room. Here it is, 19 by 19 with a bathroom and a large walk-in closet. So that could be a huge additional bedroom for you, or just some nice extra space. And they've got one coming. It's almost done. July, August, $610,000, okay? Now, last but not least on the 1-story, I wanted to tell you about the entry single family home, the Avondale. Okay, this is a 40-foot lot, which means that it is a fairly narrow floor plan. It's what some people call a shotgun style house, where when you walk in the inside, you can see straight out the back, straight out the patio. Okay, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, still pretty good size, 1864, 1-story, 2-car, no 3-car option. Now look, this is excellent marketing right here, under $400,000. Could you get this house under $400,000? Yes, you'd have to build it, because you'd have to not put any extra options in it, and you'd have to get a 0 lot premium or negotiate a 0 lot premium is possible, but you're gonna have a lot that's not very desirable, but you could get it at $399.90. It is possible. And there's nothing available right now. That's why we're just talking about it. But just to give you an idea, a recent sale was $456. By the way, it is extremely hot today. I am sweating so much. Wow, it's crazy. All right, here it is, right? So it's kind of a shotgun style. So you can see that the central living space is pretty narrow, 15 feet, right? It sort of has the feel of a townhome when you walk in, okay? But you're not sharing those walls, and you have more privacy in the yard. Say goodbye to the Stonehurst 1, and I don't know if you can hear that. There's a site agent in there trying to sell your house. You better call me real quick before they buy it. We are going to look at the last 2 options that I have for you in this video. These are both options above 2,500 square feet. They are large houses, and we're gonna look at that Wellington model as the last one. Guys, I try to jam pack this with as much information as possible to help you. If you have not liked this video yet, would you please do that? I would really appreciate that. and give me a call, because there may be site agents who know these houses better than me, but they represent the seller, and nobody knows Silverleaf as well as I do. So you might be telling me what you're looking for, and I might say, hey guys, actually you need to go check out Brook Forest, or actually active adult community might be best for you, so go look at Reverie. They're also by Dream Finders. So I know all these neighborhoods, I know all the site agents, I have relationships with them, and there's the townhome section. So I wonder if I can see the smoke. I mentioned earlier this big highway that they're building through here. It's going to be a toll road. It's called the Florida Expressway 23, and it does come in back behind those townhomes. So just to remind you of that, it is very far away from the single family home section. Okay, so we're going to head out back to the models, look at the Wellington model, and then we're gonna discuss the Rosewood, which is I think 2,800 square feet. It's the next one down from the Wellington, and there is that option right there is a Rosewood. So you can see if you want something close to the amenities, it's close, right? But not as close as this Driftwood, which was the first house we looked at. That could be a great option for you. It's almost finished. We're not going to go in there. You can see that there's people working in there, but we will discuss that as an option. When they build out these sales centers, here's the models and here's the parking lot. They're going to obviously turn this into another house as well. Okay, we'll go ahead and park and we'll go look at the Wellington. I promised we'd get back here. Here we are to the Wellington. This is the model because there was nothing for us to check out. So not for sale now, but it will be in the future if you're interested in this model. 3,500 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 3 bath, a loft, a flex space, and a bonus room that you can add a half bath to. So massive house. We're right next to the Vilano model as well. Let me tell you something about a model. Even though it's not for sale right now to an end buyer, did you know that investors like to come up, especially in neighborhoods that are going to be selling homes for 2 to 3, 4 years, as this one is, right? Because it's set up as a sales center. An investor can come in, pay cash for this house, and they'll give you maybe a 7% return on your investment. And look, you've got hassle-free tenants for 3 years. The builder is your tenant. You'll be making money off them, and then later you sell it when the neighborhood's closed out. So don't know if you knew that. Some people do that. If you're interested in that, or you know investors, I know all the neighborhoods where that's a possibility and where it will be most effective. So here we are on the Wellington. You've got this 2-door double entry. Again, this is a model, so you're gonna see all the upgrades in here. That is an option. We've got a front patio as well. And we're coming into a similar feel as the Vilano. You've got the stairs right to the left, but you don't have this 2-story foyer. So we'll check out the upstairs in just a minute, but this is a massive house. Now, I've seen this done so many different ways. This is structured as a study and a flex space, but I've also seen this completely open. If you want to build this in the future, put a nice game room, pool table down here, whatever you want to do, trophy showcase, sports cards, collectibles, whatever tickles your fancy, a nice bar, but you can do that as well. So we've got a good bit of flexibility with this floor plan. I think this can be a bedroom. I'll have to double check at the end. We're coming around. We got some understair storage, and we've got a 2-car garage. They do sell this as a 3-car. I mean, you have to, right? If you got this many people, this big of a house, you're gonna have a 3-car option. There's your saltwater loop right there. All right. Let me get you a little look at the entryway. Okay, that's your entryway. Let's check out the main living space. Okay, this is my preferred layout, JP's preferred layout, where the living room is opposite of the kitchen. Huge, humongous island. My goodness, it's massive. This is not going to be standard. Obviously, this is, this piece of granite, or no, this got to be quartz with this veining is going to be an upgrade. Beautiful kitchen though, huh? All right. And you've got the the casual dining, the nook off to the side. Don't forget that you have formal dining behind me that can be optioned into another space if you like it. You've got the bay windows. So usually on the end of the house, you know, we can do extensions. So the patio can be extended out, right? It is covered right now, but it can be extended. You've got bay windows that can be put on. And we're coming out here. This is perfect for a pool bath. So if you want to add a pool on there and have a pool bath, this is great because you have this full bath right here. And I have seen this with a door to the outside. AC, linen closet, and we've got a bedroom downstairs. Again, crucial. Adds a lot of flexibility to this floor plan. You've got access to the bathroom. Man, if you really wanted to make it super private, you could put a little barn door right there and you've got that problem solved. Let's go ahead and take a look outside real quick before we head upstairs. This is obviously an upgrade, this fan, but just remember you can put a fan out here, and they do have this one set up. Oh, this is a good question. I don't actually know this if they set up too many of the patios like this, where you've got it plumbed and you've got gas for the summer kitchen. I'm gonna let you come out. We got a preserve. I'm gonna let you come out and see the back of this house and the Vilano model next door, because I want to remind you of that beautiful. There's the rosewood. We're gonna finish just talking about that one. There's that beautiful Vilano. It's the only home that has a second story balcony. Love it, love it. Don't forget that one that looks over the water in the preserve. You got the bay windows. So here's our Wellington, all right? Extend this out, put a huge pool. Go get you one of those super deep lots that we talked about. Put a summer kitchen out here. Man, and call me because I want to come visit. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. All right, we are going upstairs. Oh my goodness, this house is big. It's a big house. We're coming upstairs and we're walking right into like a central loft area. Okay. Oh man. I'm not that out of shape, but you know, it's hot out there, okay? This is kind of cool. That is the master suite. It is massive. Where do we start? Where do we start? So many options. Well, let's start with this bedroom right here. All right, you know, pretty straightforward. I do like that they put two closets, and I do love that this is decorated with a basketball. Love basketball myself. Got your full bath right here. You definitely need dual vanities because shoot, you got 1, 2, 3 additional bedrooms up here, possibly 4. I love this bedroom. This bedroom is so cool. This little spot is gonna make somebody very, very happy. Isn't that cool? I wanna know what you do with that. That is a sweet little spot. Turn that into a little gaming niche. And you've got a nice size closet. Do we have a light? Let's just see the floor, the print of that. And that's really cool. So right across from this, you have another bedroom, and you've got laundry. One closet in this one. Now, look at this. Man cave, woman cave, any kind of cave. Dog cave, whatever, game room. So many options with the space in this house. So this is also huge. You'll see the size in the video, and they've got this one optioned. This will be an option. You've got a half bath on here. So it wouldn't make a good bedroom necessarily, but great for some other spaces. Let's take a look at this master. This is such a cool grand entry. You got the double doors. You've got 2 linen closets. Or is that AC? Yeah, AC on the left, linen. Look how big this is. Man. I'm gonna head over to this corner just so you can kind of get an idea. You do not have to leave your bedroom. Hang out here in the seating area. Put some yoga mats down here, do some stretching. I love stretching. Being a tall guy, you gotta stretch and stay flexible. So do your stretching, do your yoga, whatever in the morning. But this is extremely spacious. And as is this part as well. So you've got the tub, nice window coming in. You got the shower. You've got a large walk-in closet here. And we're not done yet. Got the dual vanities, of course, but take a look at this. You've got even more storage space back here. Double door linen, and you got the bathroom. Let's take a look at the price on this and discuss the rosewood, which is a little bit smaller, but also has tons of flexibility. There's one of these available, right? This is the model, but there is one of these available. So let's talk about the details on this Wellington that is coming up. And then I will say goodbye to y'all. Appreciate you joining me today. The Wellington, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, plus a flex, huge flex downstairs, a loft upstairs, and that bonus room, right? 2-car, 3-car option, 3,500 square feet, 2 stories. This, no, sorry, not this one. This is the model. But there is one coming available October or November timeframe for $689,990. Again, as we approach that date and you know people aren't biting on it or making an offer, that price will come down. You want to build this in the future, starts at $602,990. That's without options, without the lot premium. Taking a look again at this flexibility, okay? Is this the second floor? I want to look at the first floor real quick. Here's where a lot of that flexibility comes from. So you've got flex room or optional study. You've got dining room, or you can open that up completely to have one large flex space. You've got bedroom downstairs. You've got the perfect pool bath. This nice layout where the kitchen faces the living, nook off to the side. Still have an option to have a formal dining room. Upstairs. Look, I mean, my goodness, dude. The master suite takes up half of the upstairs. It's insane. You have that nice loft in the center, and you have this bonus room. It can be optioned out to include a half bath. Love that little niche in the playroom. Last but not least, the rosewood. This is another great option if you're looking for a large home with a lot of flexibility. It is 2,845 square feet, 2-story, 2-car. This might be the only one. Yes, this is the only one with a 3-car standard, but it is a tandem, okay? 4 bedrooms, 4 bath, plus 2 flex spaces, or up to 6 bedrooms, and you still have a flex. So let's take a look at that real quick. There's one in October, November, starting at $659,990. Or the floor plan starts at $542,990. Let's take a brief look at the floor plan, and we're just gonna check it outside, and then I will say goodbye to y'all. This one, am I looking at the second floor? Yes, I had those reversed. All right, first floor. So you've got dining room or study here, flex room or optional 5th bedroom, right? And the open floor plan is kind of in a stack, right? Kitchen, cafe, living room. And there's that 3-car tandem. That is a tandem garage. So even if you don't need 3-car, but maybe you want to have some extra space in the storage, this is the only one that has 3 cars as standard. So think about that. Upstairs, again, you've got a lot of flexibility. If you like Jack and Jill, this has a Jack and Jill bathroom and 2 guest bedrooms. Owner suite is still very large. And this is highlighted in yellow because it is an add-on, and I think this would take it up over 3,000 square feet. This could also be a bonus bedroom. All right, I'm walking out of the Wellington model just to show you that rosewood I just mentioned. Still under construction, so we can't go check that out. But I wanted to make sure you had 2-story options that were over 2,500 square feet with a good bit of flexibility. Let me sneak out right here. Normally they make you go through the sales center, but I know the tricks, you know. It's like they want you to go through the gift shop at the end of Disneyland. You know how it is. So here it is. Here's this rosewood. We don't have the siding up yet. It's framed. I told you when it was ready. I told you the price. It is backing up to preserve. That is a nice size lot. Nice size lot. And keep in mind, we'll go ahead and take a look at the front. Amenities right there coming soon. JP, try to remember when they're coming. I think it's summer, fall 2026. Okay, if you need amenities now, do not worry. There are amenities available to you, public to Silverleaf, and they are at Silverleaf Village. Check out one of my other videos where I do a deep dive into the location. You can look at the villas, townhome section. Let's just take a look at the front of this house real quick. Here's the rosewood that I was talking about. Got a really nice 3-column extended patio there, 2-car, 3-car tandem garage. I appreciate you coming with me today. I look forward to talking to you and helping you get into your next home. If you are interested in checking out the villas in Brook Forest and maybe comparing and contrasting what you can get for the money and learning a little bit more about the location, check this video out up top right here. And if you want to see something similar to this neighborhood in a similar location, also gated with its own exclusive amenities, but maybe check out some different floor plans, check out this video right here, New Brook by Toll Brothers. My name is JP. I am your Silverleaf expert. And until next time, people before property.